finally see. My last case opened in me a new fear, a real fear, a fear of myself, of what I am, and of what I've always been. All that I was is now lost. Hope, purpose, pleasure, all meaningless. I now walk in the shadows between worlds, and it is there I have finally glimpsed upon what lives in the dark corners of the earth.
I like the way you smile at me, baby. I like the way you smile at me, baby. So baby,
Robert, this had better be good. What's the beef?
Sorry, Jack. We had to call. This fellow will only talk to you. Name's Victor Holt.
Don't know any. Victor?
He's the leader of this weird cult that moved in here a few months back. Got about 20 followers. They've been causing trouble all over town. Stealing, going through folks' trash, hanging around outside people's homes at all hours. No one ever presses charges, though. They're a screwy bunch. They've got the locals scared. So tonight, we were just passing, doing the normal rounds, when we heard gunshots fired from their property.
Gunshots? Hang on there. No one said anything about gunshots. Who have we got out here?
Yeah, just me, Nichols, and a few new recruits.
Well, that's just great. Lead the way, Robert. I better check out this crazy gang of yours. How you doing, kid?
Good, sir. Is it true what they say about you?
Depends on what they're saying.
That you've cracked cases where there was no evidence.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Right.
Always questions, I'm in no mood for answering. Always questions, I'm in no mood for answering.
Jack, Officer Nichols will brief you at the top. Be careful. Jack, Officer Nichols will brief you at the top. Be careful.
What's taking him so long? Something must be wrong. I think I saw him with Officer Armstrong. Just take it easy.
Evening, Jack. Glad you could join the freak show.
How's it looking, Henry?
I don't like this one bit, Jack. Check the alley on the right. Victor Holt's over there in the shadows. He's waiting for you.
Can we trust him?
Nope, but we've got you covered. You better take it slowly, though. They're a bit twitchy.
Be careful, sir. Stay calm.
You better hurry, Jack.
As I continue to translate the Mackey fragments, I become more and more eager to contact my Yithian masters. These beings truly are gods to us. Their intellect and knowledge surpasses ours in ways impossible to comprehend. I know now just how insignificant mankind is in the universe, a doomed and simple species thrown up as a side effect of an experiment by the elder things. It is a blessing that such flawed creatures as ourselves have such a short and limited future.
There's one over there, on the left!
It's locked. An old grandfather clock. A depiction of some alien creature.
Kill them all!
A strangely bare hat stand. A powerful painting of some cosmic horror. The fire's still burning. It's too dark to be sure, but that rotten smell tells me these shelves are used for storing food. Probably food, and the rats have been at it.
Keep shooting!
That's an unusual design. The shelves have collapsed and spilled books all over the floor. The wood in those shelves looks rotten. It figures they'd collapse. He seemed to recognize me. I don't get it. His body is covered in tattoos, and they were carved into his flesh with something sharp. The body's still warm, but he's definitely dead. He seemed to recognize me. I don't get it. I better keep my distance from the window, or I'll end up on this nut job. I should keep back. Empty ammo boxes and spent shells. Nothing useful. An old wardrobe. It won't budge. It won't open. I can't open it. Poisoning by the looks of it. He's dead. They're all dead. A diary. This will make interesting reading. Don't shoot. I'm unarmed.
Ah, we've been expecting you, Mr. Wells.
Damn, he recognized me. And it sounded like he was going to get on the level with what's going on in this joint. Damn, he recognized me. And it sounded like I should keep back. Can't open it. Damn. Looks like I'm stuck. I might as well check this place out. It must have been lit recently, but it started to die down. These fellows have one curious art collection. It's an old stove. Nothing of interest. It's locked. The front door has been barricaded with tables and chairs. There's no way of getting to the door. It won't open. It won't open. A key. This should help downstairs. I can't open it. The handle's been taken off. Ugh, I'm not touching any of it. It's locked. It looks like an eye, but the rest of the painting has no real shape. It's unlocked. I don't understand. I mean, all of these photos. All of them. There must be some kind of mistake. Why would they want me here? It must be an old case. Something I've forgotten. Some screwball with a grudge, maybe. Think. I gotta think. The fire's still burning. It must have been lit recently, but it started to die down. Another key. This should fit the door across the hall. All these photos and clippings are of me. I just don't get it. It's unlocked. It appears to be a private study area. It appears to be a private study area. The drawer holds an ancient manuscript. The symbols on the front seem to be written in classical Greek. For nutcases, they seem quite literate. These books are really old, and most of them are in strange languages I don't understand. I don't have time to read. I'm a detective, not a pen pusher. It looks like an eye, but the rest of the painting has no real shape. There are definitely some strange sounds coming from this side of the room. Not sound good. Well, that's just swell. He's dead. The beam must have fallen and crushed his skull. Dead bodies, and plenty of them. Something dreadful has been going on down here. From the markings, he must have been one of their own. I wonder if he volunteered. Seems like these cabinets are used for storing chemicals and medical equipment. Never seen equipment like this before. Good God, what the hell is all this? Ah, it's too hot to pick up. Looks like his brain. I wonder what those wires are for. This pipe must drain the waste from his intestines. Looks like his kidneys. They're moving around in all that liquid. His beating heart. The contraption above seems to be controlling his breathing. Looks like his stomach. There's no power. At least he's out of his misery. At least he's out of his misery. The crystal's still warm. This tunnel feels like it's gonna collapse at any moment. It's too hot to touch. I think it's being used as a power source for the machine. There's no power. It looks like something's been removed from it. It's It's a similar shape to the slot upstairs. It's been more than 6 years since I entered that strange house in Boston. But to me, it was just 5 months ago. Amnesia, the doctors called it, probably brought on by acute mental stress. I remember investigating the far side of the library. There was screaming. According to the police report, they had searched the house for hours, only to find me later collapsed on the floor. When my eyes opened and I spoke, my colleagues recoiled in fear. There was something unnatural in my voice and blank gaze. They committed me to Arkham Asylum, where I was diagnosed with severe schizophrenia. As it became clear that I presented no danger to either myself or others, I was released from the asylum's care. I have learned little of my activities in the 6 years that followed. The accounts I've been able to piece together show much of my time was spent in travel and study. I maintain a fanatical infatuation with the occult, delving deep into volumes concerning witch cults and dark legends, often in languages unfamiliar to my own. When I reawakened 5 months ago, exactly 6 years after entering that house in Boston, no trace was left of what had been a secondary personality. I was myself again, or at least what I believed myself to be. Return to normal life has been a painful process. In recent days, my dreams have been plagued by cosmic landscapes, and I've become fearful of my own reflection. I'm beginning to remember things from that day, more than 6 years past, that I've told no one.
Jack Walters.
Hello, Mr. Walters. My name's Arthur Anderson. I need your help finding a missing person.
I don't take that kind of job.
Did you get my package?
Hold on. What exactly do you want from me, Mr. Anderson?
It's one of my store managers, you see. Brian's his name. Brian Burnham. Nice lad. He disappeared recently from the First National grocery store in Innsmouth.
Innsmouth? Never heard of it.
It's a small fishing town on the coast, not far from Arkham. I'd like to see you in person before you leave.
Hold on there a minute. I didn't agree to take this what the hell? I'll be here all day anyway. How far did he stop?
It's almost there. I'll drop you at the town square of Innsmouth.
Why lock the gates?
Keeps out wanderers looking for work. We don't want those folks like that interfering with our affairs.
Is the bus from Arkham always this empty?
Aye, and we prefers it that way. Not many come to Innsmouth.
But what about trade? Surely the port needs business.
Innsmouth has the means to look after her own. This is it, stranger. End of the line.
Could you direct me to the First National Grocery Store? I hear they have a shop in town.
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, well, you see, I'm looking for a young lad called Brian Burnham. I'm a friend of the family. He worked in the store.
Don't know who you're talking about, fella.
The First National's a large chain. You sure you haven't seen it?
I'm sure. Stop bothering me with questions.
The First National's a large chain. You sure you haven't seen it?
I'm sure. Stop bothering me with questions.
Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked...
I can't be seen talking to you.
I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Can't help you.
Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
Can't rightly say as I know him.
This town's deserted. Where is everybody?
If you don't like it, just turn around and leave.
Where is everybody? It's very quiet.
It's getting late, outsider. Folks that know what's good for them are safely bolted in their homes by now.
This statue commemorates the men who fought in the Revolutionary War. I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
You're in the wrong place, asking the wrong questions, outsider.
Nothing of interest. A dusty assortment of old books. A small wooden clock. It won't open. It won't budge. Evening.
Aye.
The name's Jack Walters. I'm just visiting.
You don't say, sir. Gilman. Charlie Gilman. I run this here hotel of an evening.
You got any rooms?
I'd not rightly know that for sure. All habits cleaning rooms at present. Them's from out of town can leave a horrid mess.
Hello again.
Yeah?
I'm after directions to the First National Grocery Store.
And I'm busy, so stop your pestering me with questions.
Hello, Gilman.
What do you want now?
Strange thing about that Burnham lad.
Burnham? Can't rightly says I know what you're talking about.
That's odd. It was all over the Arkham press. Must have been a bit of a local scandal.
Them's matters for the police, stranger. Innsmouth's not a town for rumoring and talking.
How's business?
Can't you see I'm busy? Stop bothering me with your talking.
Sorry.
Aye, I'm plenty sure you are.
He's not gonna be any help, and only a crazy fool would spend the night.
Stop your snooping. And there's for hotel staff only.
An old grandfather clock. It's locked. It won't open. It won't budge. It won't open. The next stop is Newburyport. The next stop is Newburyport. It won't open. The sign says, Innsmouth Poorhouse, in memory of Lady Warnes.
Outsiders coming, snooping around where they ain't wanted.
Northwest Fall Street. It's a variety store, and it's closed. It won't open. Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked—
Just leave me be, stranger.
Excuse me, Constable. Jack Walters.
Robes. Alien robes. What you want?
Could you help out a stranger to this fine port?
Are you being funny?
No, not at all. I'm after directions to the First National. I hear they have a store in town.
Innsmouth don't take too kindly to them from out of town. Get lost, stranger.
What happened here, Constable?
Nothing.
Oh, swell. You can let me pass then?
No. You'll have to go another way.
Constable Ropes.
What you after now?
You ever meet Brian Burnham?
I couldn't rightly say as I remember.
The burglarizing of the First National is big news in the Arkham press. The Burnham lad must be one of your prime suspects. Any luck tracing his whereabouts?
No. That'd be a matter for the Order.
The Order? Isn't this a matter for the police?
Yup. That too.
Who is the Order?
Them's that look after affairs there in Innsmouth. And you'd mind your business not to be asking too many questions.
He's nothing more than a thug, and I don't feel like pushing my luck. Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
I can't be seen talking to you.
It won't budge. Evening, Constable.
Courtesy, I'm busy. No time for stalkers, strangers.
I'm Detective Jack Walters. I've been hired by the regional manager of the First National.
And I'm Constable Burt, and I'm the law around these parts, and I'm still not talking to you. Now get lost. This is the place to be stood about. Move along.
He either doesn't know nothing, or isn't gonna tell me nothing. Whichever, it won't help my case. Seems this grandiose structure is the esoteric order of Dagon. It won't budge. Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked...
Stop your pestering with questions.
I've told him nothing.
This town's deserted. Where is everybody?
I reckon you might have scared him off with that ugly face of yours.
It won't open. It won't budge. Where is everybody? It's very quiet.
Just leave me be, stranger. The store is closed. Evening. The name's Jack Walters. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss...
Miss will do for now. Welcome to Innsmouth, Mr. Walters.
Thanks, I think.
Take my advice. Do what you must and then leave. Tonight. This port does not cater well to visitors.
While I appreciate your concern, miss, I can handle lousy hospitality.
Very well, Mr. Walters.
Hello again.
Mr. Walters.
Look, miss, I only want a conversation. There's no harm in that, right?
There's plenty of harm. It's not wise to be seen gossiping with outsiders.
How about playing dumb for a few minutes?
No.
Can you at least tell me if you knew the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
Look here, Mr. Walters. I can't answer your questions, and your harassment is putting us both in danger. Please, leave me alone.
In danger? From whom?
The Order. Now go!
She isn't going to tell me anything useful right now.
The window looks into some old passageway.
I'm looking for Brian.
Can't say I noticed what you're saying, stranger.
I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
I never heard of no Burnham.
These posters are everywhere. Washington Street.
It's just an advertisement for the local Methodist church.
My boys, these are the joys of the noble and the brave, who love a life in the tempest strife, and a home on the mountain wave. When the driving rain of the hurricane puts the lights of the lighthouse out, and the growling thunder sounds his gong, and the whirlwinds battle out. Ha ha! Do you think that's the valiant shrink? No, we were bold and brave, and we loved the fight in the wild midnight, in the storm of the mountain wave. The timbers creak and the seabirds shriek, there's lightning young blast. Hard to leave what my friend knows, for the storm is gathering fast. Ha ha! Tonight, boys, we must fight, but the winds which shower our sail shall never scare the mariner. In the Wingate Citadel. Huh? Who's that there? Oh, can you spare a few pennies, young mister? I can give you something for your generosity.
Who are you?
Zadok, that be my name, though too few years it now. Zadok Allen.
Do you know a Brian Burnham?
Just a young'un. Worked over the store. He's gone. Killed, I reckon.
Killed? What makes you think that?
Them's from out of town running a store. Taking business from the Order of Dagon. They'd not accept that.
What else can you tell me about this port?
You just bring old Zadok a bottle of something nice, and old Zadok will fill your ears.
If you pardon my asking, have you lived here in this port all your life?
Last 37 years in old lady Warren's house. Before that, over by fishing cannery. Cannery.
Old Lady Warren's? You live in the town poorhouse?
Go and fetch me a bottle of something to wet old Zadok's whistle, and I'll tell you all.
What can you tell me about Innsmouth?
Just fetch me a bottle of fine liquor, young fella, and I'll tell you all.
It won't budge. It's just a trash can. Nothing of interest. It won't open. The old drunkard knows something. I don't think it would take much to get his tongue wagging. Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked...
Please, stop bothering me, stranger.
Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
Stop your bothering with questions.
It won't open. It won't budge.
It won't open. It won't budge. Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked...
Can't say I noticed what you're saying, stranger.
It won't open. This town's deserted. Where is everybody?
It's getting late, outsider. Folks as know what's good for them are safely bolted in their homes by now.
A storage cellar for one of the stores. A storage cellar for one of the stores. Oh God, some poor soul's hung herself. She isn't going to tell me anything useful right now. Storage depot. It's shut. It won't budge. It won't budge. I'm looking for Brian.
Just leave me be, stranger.
Won't budge. It's the First National grocery store. If you could just answer a couple of questions.
I already told you once. Get lost before I have you arrested.
What the hell for?
Disrupting the peace.
I just want to know if you have any leads on the Burnham lad.
Nope, but I'm reckoning he's fled to Boston. Plenty of his type that way.
His type?
Troublemakers. Them's not respecting the law.
There's no proof he did anything wrong. If he had the keys, why break into his own store?
Just details. A missing manager in a robbed store makes him guilty by my reckoning. Move along, outsider.
That lousy goon isn't going to tell me nothing. It's a crime scene. The local law enforcement has blocked the main entrance. It's seen better days. It won't budge. It's unlocked.
What they doing?
It's unlocked. Assorted paperwork, but nothing of any real interest. It looks like I need some sort of lifting handle to get it open. The glass has been broken, and there's scratch marks on the wood. Strange. Why would Brian force entry when he had a set of keys? The till's empty. A Store of the Year poster. It seems Brian had a lot of pride in the store. Stock reminders and general notices. Nothing of interest. There's a bottle of bootleg rum and a wooden handle.
Whoever's down there, you can rot.
It looks like a diary. It's gotta have some clues. I can feel the air through holes in the brickwork here. feel the air through holes in the brickwork here. The cellar's filled with human remains. These people must have died a long time ago. Various chemicals and apparatus for developing photographs. Old photos of Innsmouth. Most of them have faded beyond recognition. Old photos of Innsmouth. Most of them have faded beyond recognition. The old printing press appears to have been sabotaged. General notices. They're all dated 1846. It won't budge.
Holy shit!
Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest here. Can't see anything of use. Nope, nothing important here. From the stench in here, this noose broad must have kicked it a few months back. The flooring is badly damaged. Must have been caused by the fire. Nope, nothing of interest. It's not important. Nothing of interest. It won't open. I can see down into the developing room. Nothing of interest here. I don't suppose the fire helped it much either.
Hello, Jack.
Do I know you?
Lucas Mackey. Sorry to startle you. Innsmouth doesn't get a lot of visitors. New names spread fast. What are you doing in town, Jack? Hear about the missing Burnham boy?
Not bad. I'm a private detective. My client's a friend of the Burnhams.
Seen the latest press from Arkham? Your boy's been quite busy.
What about you, Mackey? You're obviously not a local. What's your business in town?
True enough, Jack. Nothing too exciting, I'm sorry to say. I'm a government factory inspector. They posted me in this rotten hole to check over the old Marsh refinery. Speaking of which, I've got an appointment with the manager, Jacob Marsh.
Okay, maybe I'll catch you later. That's the first friendly face I've seen in this damn town. But I've been in this business long enough to know he's hiding something.
Tell him anything.
If I see you talking to the outsider, you'll get thrown in jail.
I've told him nothing.
Where can I find this Thomas Waite?
Dock Street. Back in old lady Horn's house. In my home. Mister, you just bring old Zadok a bottle of something nice and old Zadok will fill your ears. Why, you're uncommonly kind, young feller. Here be a little something in gratitude that might help you in your search. Now you be calling me crazy. Like them that's thar rumoring and anchoring in Ipswich. But old Zadok's seen all manner of wicked things since before you was born. Old Captain Obed where it all began. Telling desperate folks they'd order get better gods. Them's that would answer their prayers.
Didn't the Christian folk of Innsmouth object to such blasphemy?
Aye, they did. It were around 46 that many folks in town were done with Obed and his ways. And all that wild preaching and too many missing, you see. A party of good folk followed Captain Obed's crowd out to the reef. Shots were fired. Next day, Obed and 30 of his followers were in jail. And for weeks all were quiet. till that artful night of 46. Them's out outside reckon out it being a riot. But I'd seen them. Swarms of them.
Look, old man. I don't have time to listen to these fishing tales.
Was a massacre. The jail thrown open. Mounds of the dead and the dying. Shooting and screaming and shouting all across the town square. Come morning, the mess was cleaned up. Old Obed and his family takes charge, they did. Folks were told to keep shy as strangers if we were knowing what was good for us.
Zadok, who did all this? Who did all...
Said the old captain was now deeper in debt to his heathen gods. They were hankering for more than just sacrificing. Obed told folks they had to take the oaths of Dagon.
What the hell are these oaths?
You just asked old Wes about oaths of Dagon. Aye, he take the third oath. Just head over to his hole in the Dark Street. Then you'll see, for definite.
He's given me a key to the town poorhouse. It could come in handy. A seedy-looking bar called The Garden. Unfortunately, it's shut.
Ha ha! Tonight, boys, we must fight, but...
Where did Captain Obed Marsh learn of these heathen matters?
In war and foreign parts, the old fool I lent to ways of making gains, doing heathen things. He found a tribe of Kanakis in the South Seas led by a savage. Chief went by a name of Wallachia. And his tribe never went without food, for they had all the fish they could catch. Old Obed learned from his Wallachia that there's things on this earth as most folks never heard about. Seems these Kanakis was worshipping undersea gods, with heaps of human sacrifices and other heathen things. But they was getting all kinds of favors in return. Plenty of fishing and even gold now and then.
Human sacrifices? Maybe you've had just a bit too much.
I don't blame you for not believing it, young fella. But just answer me this. Why did Captain Obed roll out to the reef of Satan and chant a lot of rites and incantations in the dead of night? So loud you could hear 'em all over the port. He cast something in the water that eve, out the other side of Devil's Reef. Some kind of thingamajig crafted out of lead. It was given to him by Wallachia.
So, what happened?
Well, not long after the smoke started coming out the chimneys at the old gold refinery, the Marsh family and those that had joined with Obed in his ways started prospering in the esoteric order of Dagon. Came into being with his heathen sermon. That shit they do.
What kinds of ceremonies?
Get out of here, lad. Don't wait for nothing. They'll know now.
I think he's had his fill for the night.
Mr. Walters, I must speak with you.
It's Jack. And just hold on there a minute, sweetheart. Are you gonna even tell me your name?
My name's Rebecca Lawrence, and unless you want to join Innsmouth's long list of missing, I'd urge you to follow me.
Missing, huh? Like Burnham?
Of that, I'm not sure. You'd be better off asking the Billiam's daughter, Ruth. She was dating Brian.
What? Who's Ruth?
Quickly, we don't have much time. You've got to follow me. Jack, Innsmouth is a strange place. There are things that have no business being here. Foul, reeking things.
Strange? Trust me, I'm good with strange.
That remains to be seen, but I can help you. My father discovered this strange sign while studying an old manuscript. It seems to ward off the more unusual elements in Innsmouth. Whenever you find one, you can use it to find a moment of sanctuary. Now, I must leave before we're seen together.
I've seen that eye-like symbol somewhere before, but never surrounded by a star.